mean, what do you guys feel about Rogue though? Like, with the introduction of Captain Marvel, because they kind of
Oof.
they kind of bump heads.
Hey,
So it's going against what they've built.
I can't wait. Jeff, you could go ahead and like.
What do you mean? Like you talking about Captain Marvel with Brie Larson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, because in the comics, Rogue puts her in a coma and takes her powers, and then they struggle with internally, having her internally whatnot.
So you mean that actually happening?
Yeah,
like that crossover.
Because if they because it feels like it's a conflict of interest in a way.
Why is it that?
Well, if you put Captain Marvel in a coma after building her up.
Yeah, nobody likes Brie Larson anyway. Don't get me wrong. I don't see the hate for the movie.
So you want to put her in you want to get rid of her.
I can tell you this: nobody would complain if you put in a coma. But you can always bring her back because remember in the comics they did exactly
bring
that.
her back as a
Lana Condor.
as a different person.
Name? That's Jubilee. Lana Condor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bring her back as a different actress.
Look, let me tell you something. They should do it. Like you want to talk about one of the storylines that they should capitalize off of now that they have this merger is just that it's Rogue becoming the big bad to assemble the Avengers, and create the whole not Civil War. What's the word I'm looking for? Help me out.
X-Men versus
X-Men versus Avengers. And
what? That ain't happening.
No, but they can do. It's set up because Brie Larson, and I'm gonna tell you how.
And I set up really a WandaVision too.
Yeah. So because of it's so many, there's so many things. Number one, just go back to it. Part 2 is about to come out of Captain Marvel, right? Part 3 should be the fact that it should just include Mystique, Destiny, and Rogue, and have her take the powers. You can kind of merge, make this spectacle, this 2-hour, extravaganza that shows, this girl Rogue who's being used by these two women, and they wind up attacking Ms. Marvel, and then you kind of have this whole thing where she's powerless throughout the movie, and you don't have to put in a coma. Like you can have her in a coma for a short period of time. You bring Monica on. Again, Jeff, you have to watch WandaVision, but you bring Monica on and you kind of go from there. They could do it, and they should do it. Like they should do it. I will 100% do it. I say they should. Will they? I mean, the Kevin Feige we trust. So we'll see. So Gambit.
Amen.
so Gambit though. So Juan, that was one of your movies is that one of the storylines that you think they should help introduce the X-Men, or you have something else that you think will make a really good storyline for them to introduce the X-Men?
Yeah, I think they should introduce them, and the way I think they're gonna introduce them as well, I think it's gonna be through the Eternals. And I agree in the sense because I don't like the idea of the X-Men just appearing out of nowhere, not tying the X-Men with Thanos or anything like that. I'd rather them start from the very beginning, the Eternals from the beginning. And, for people who don't know the Eternals are basically Superman, a civilization of Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect angelic beings that the only thing that they do have they control cosmic energy as well. But they was created in the same way the X-Men was created, by the Celestials. Just quick recap, for people who don't know, they was created by the Celestials. And the Celestials created them, humans, and divergence. So
Celestials are a big part of it. You've seen a little bit of Celestials in Guardians of the Galaxy. Nowhere is the severed head of a Celestial. We will see the Celestials in their full, true, enormous power in Eternals. Yeah.
You think that they should use that same type of? You think they should use the Eternals to help introduce the X-Men by saying basically like they were always here. It's just that the camera was focused on the Avengers.
Yeah. So when they was created 30,000 years ago, when not regular humans, they started getting their powers around 10,000 BC, around the Egyptian times, where they have they could have Apocalypse and a lot of more immortal characters. So with that, they could just continue the storyline and build them up, in a 3 to 4 year period,
as opposed to just dropping them and saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, here are the X-Men." Exactly. And the thing is, that's what I'm like in Kevin Feige we trust, but I'm afraid of of that. Like, how are they going to introduce them? One of the things that I said they should probably do, like, at least some of them with like a mini series. Like they have Disney Plus, they're already setting it up. Why not kind of, usher them in, even if you take your route, like, you usher them in like with a series. So who is somebody y'all want to see like most on the big screen, like in Marvel? Jeff, is it Gambit for you?
Out of the MCU?
Yeah, which X-Men you want to see like
most?
Which
X-Men?
Yeah.
No, I did want to see Gambit. They already did that. So
I mean, they haven't done his own movie though.
Man, they haven't done him right.
They did do it.
They did him wrong.
Oh, I thought you said they didn't do a movie. I was like, he
cameoed in like Tyler Kitchen. And that they only did the fan movie, right? That little thing that he did.
Yeah,
they had the Tyler Kish cameo in Wolverine, but other than that, man, you got nothing. Like there is no connection to Sinister. There is like none of it. Gambit has this linear connection that
Who was the guy that originally played Gambit at the time?
Tyler Kish.
Yeah, okay, it's been only Tyler Kish.
Yeah, nobody else.
It's because too many memes of Channing Tatum. That's why
it's way too many memes of Channing Tatum, and then it's been in development for like 10 years. You thought that Gambit was gonna get the Deadpool treatment. You know how Ryan Reynolds kept pushing, but it didn't. You know why? Because nobody wants to see Channing Tatum as Gambit. He would never sponsor us, so it doesn't matter. Channing Tatum, not Gambit. Colossal. No. Oh, you're not even Russian. So Gambit, you can't like Channing. You just he's not part of X-Men. Not part of X-Men. Oh, he could be a Sentinel. 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 Yeah. Just be a Sentinel. I want to see Gambit.
He could be executive producer. He could be.
I give him that because he been working hard for Gambit. I want to see Gambit, and the story that I want to see is everybody remember this from the movies. From the cartoon is the Mutant Massacre when Gambit led his martyrs into New York and slaughtered a bunch of people, including the Morlocks, if I'm not mistaken. He killed the Morlocks, and that ties into that debacle, that travesty that we got in X3. I think it was X3, right? When Storm versus Callisto. Y'all remember the cartoon?
Yeah. Well, that ties into Storm, and that'll tie into Wakanda as well.
Yeah. So using Gambit.
Why is Wakanda in everything, bro? God dang it.
Because technically, while we don't have to use Wakanda at all,
Wakanda.
You can use Wakanda to help set up Storm, even though their relationship was terrible. I hate fans wanting to see Black Panther and Storm get married.
No, I'm not saying that.
And I know you're not, but that thing when people was pushing for it, I'm like, yo, like, no. If you're a comic book fan, that relationship did not end good. He didn't even love her. Like it was for power, period. And he embarrassed her every chance he got. Like he made her feel inferior. But
it's hard to say her story in Africa without at least mentioning Wakanda.
Yeah, see, that's what Jeff won't. Just say Wakanda and then leave it at that.
Leave it at that, bro.
Yeah, because
with her story, with she has the child that she left him in Africa, so she has a lot of ties to Africa that she can.
But we don't need. Yeah, it's a whole continent. Yeah, you could use any other place,
but it's so popular though. If you, for marketing wise, if you could use it, why not?
They didn't need to. They don't need to though. Disney, their name is market. Boom, MCU. It doesn't. They don't need nothing.
But when you show this in the credits,
man, bro, Wakanda. I agree. Like, I mean, you have to mention. I agree though. I think ultimately you have to mention it. And Jeff, I'm gonna tell you why Juan says that. Because Black Panther is an excellent way to also introduce the X-Men. Because you use Storm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You use Storm because she has ties to. You have her. What was like one of your theories? And I think you both kind of bounced it up. No, because she's Black, man. It's because she'll make a really good quote unquote bad guy. For them to kind of fight, but have to team up ultimately to take on Nomar.
Yep. That's exactly.
I can't remember Nomar.
He's the Submariner. First of all, who can he's the knockoff, not knockoff. So don't get mad at me, Marvel fanatics. But he's like the knockoff version of Aquaman. He's He's Nomar the Submariner. It's not a lot on him. Like, let's not get it twisted. Like he's not for like, like novice, fans, I guess.
But I feel like they touched on it in one of the Avengers movie as a teaser.
Really?
They said that they said that when it was not Scarlet Witch, it was, what movie was it? It was when Black Widow was talking through projection to Wakanda.
That had to be
and that scene.
What that was?
Was it
Endgame? Get a reading on those tremors.
It was a mild subduction under the African plate.
Do we have a visual? How are we handling it?
Net. It's an earthquake under the ocean. We handle it by not handling it.
That was Endgame.
And then she said, there's something off the coast of Africa.
Oh,
some issues. So
yeah,
they're referring to they're referring to that. But I feel like they just kind of changed their minds on that.
Yeah, but it catches subliminals, man.
Not because it's hard. The thing is, again, not knowing who, and I promise you, I swear to God, I don't blame you. Not knowing who Submariner is, like you wouldn't unless you kind of like follow it. This is the thing I tell people too. X-Men and Marvel, they're different.
Yeah, definitely.
X-Men is its own entity.
Universe.
I mean, yeah, like don't add us any Marvel fans with some, they're the same. Of course, they're under the same umbrella. But when you think X-Men, that's why it's X-Men versus the Avengers.
Yep, that's why somebody says it's more X-Men than Marvel. People say, "Oh no, but it is the same thing." But you don't get what it's more. That means it's more grittier. That means it's more political.
The team,
and all of that.
They have mutants that are so strong that other Avengers and other Marvel characters have to measure up to.
Yeah.
Like that Omega, like, man,
that's one thing I like. Yeah,
entity.
The tiers, I love all of that.
Yeah, like X-Men is his own entity, man.
Well, the person I'm guys to see, I know it's basic, but Wolverine.
Wolverine. I love chaos, Wolverine. So I want to see everybody get pissed off when he's cast. That's what I want to see. Everybody's gonna be crazy. Oh my God, this guy's
Wolverine.
They have to. Hugh Jackman out, son. He retired. 60. He hung up the claws.
He'll be 60 years old. Talking about he can regenerate.
Man, he should have been. He should have. Look, I saw Logan. Logan was amazing. One of my top 5 greatest comic book movies ever. Y'all gonna hear me say something that's top 5 greatest comic book movies ever, and the next thing you know, my whole top 5 is gonna be actually a top 10. So, but Logan is definitely in my top 5. Jeff, you look shocked.
In front of Blade, they have to behind Blade.
I just think
Blade at the put you on the spot.
Blade at the back, man. Blade got booted down. God. Yep, you might as well spin around in your chair. Oh my God. Yep. Well, Jeff, you still shocked. Hold on, Juan. We got to capitalize off this. Jeff, what do you want? I mean, what do you expect to happen?
That Wolverine's dead. That's it. It's over.
Look, you think
did he die in Logan? I didn't watch Logan.
Okay, there's 4. It's at least
Logan
4.
Is a great movie.
There's at least 4. Actually,
I heard that about a lot of X-Men movies.
No.
Oh, no, we gotta go back. We gotta go back.
All right, go ahead.
We gotta go back.
Go ahead.
Back to 5.
Okay.
There's already 5 automatic top 5s.
Bro, don't hit me with that. Don't worry about that. Listen, we back on Logan. Listen. Nah. Hold on. Don't listen.
First Class gotta be in front of it.
Winter Soldier is in your top 5?
Bro, I'm not saying nothing. All I know is I just said one of my top 5 movies was Logan. So
got 1A, 1B, 1C.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yo, just chill with the heat. One day we're gonna release our top 10, comic book movies of all time. And yeah,
he needs to succumb to the pressure.
Nah, it's good. Logan in my top 5. Everything you just said, probably my top 5, and everything else.
Marvel top 5 or DC?
No, Marvel? Listen, man. I'm talking about top 5 movies
Jeff,
of all time.
I'm trying to corner him.
You can corner me all you want. Yep. See, God don't like
Dark
ugly.
Knight.
That's what happened.
Dark Knight.
Stop trying to corner me.
Dark Knight was good.
His sneezing.
What?
Listen to me.
Dark Knight was good.
It's
not my top 5, but it was good.
I'm curious. We have to get this is definitely a podcast we're going to get on. Like your top 5 comic book movies, because I'm curious. I want to know. I know Juan top 5. I know it's gonna have Marvel, DC. Actually, no, Batman gonna be at the top. Dark Knight trilogy.
You're just speaking comic book movies.
Yeah, comic book movies of all whatever. Like it's, and again, we're not talking because it's greatest versus favorites too.
But top 5 greatest comic book movies.
Comic book movies, not top 5 movies.
Not top 5 movies.
Okay, we can come up with that list.
I can't even. First of all, top 5 movies. I could tell you, Quentin Tarantino could do no wrong. So at least one of his movies is in my top 5. because
Would
he
you
can
watch
do
a
no
Quentin
wrong.
Tarantino comic book movie? That would probably be a disaster.
No, it would not
Be
be.
a lot
Think
of,
about
a
it.
lot of explosions.
No, well, in a lot is no. Think about it. Put Wolverine in Japan and tell me that jump won't work.
Well, that's a good segue. So, who you guys would like to see direct X-Men?
Ooh,
I have a list. I can't lie.
You have a list.
Yeah.
I know who I would like to see.
I always have a list. You know that.
Yeah,
I have,
hey,
I have top 60
oh, God.
rappers.
All you need is like, eight. What you said to say, Joe? You get one guy.
I don't know if he would ever do it.
Mhm.
Is Fincher. He did Facebook movie. He did what's the old movie he did?
What is hold on, man.
Dang dog.
Hold on. I'm gonna we're gonna put this on right now.
Where the guy was in the car, blew his head off.
Oh, but did he do a comic book movie already?
Has he?
I feel like wasn't he involved? I don't know why I feel like his name was tied into like maybe he was tied to a comic book movie.
I don't think he did.
By the way, Fincher can do no wrong because Seven, Zodiac, The
Seven,
Social
yeah.
Network,
Yeah.
Seven was a
all
good
of it.
one.
Gone Girl. I seen every single one of those movies that I just named, and I loved every single one of them. Seven,
but is
Zodiac,
gritty?
right? He
Is
did
Zodiac
Zodiac.
gritty enough,
Yeah, he did
though?
Zodiac.
Yeah.
You think he's for me? The
He
director
is gritty.
has to do gritty. Good.
If, man,
Dark,
Seven,
gritty.
man, let me tell you something. Gone Girl, Seven,
Alien.
Zodiac, man.
Alien, he did.
He did Alien.
Yeah. World War Z.
Guess what? Guess what else he directed? I'm executive produced.
What was that?
House of Cards. Tell me you won't be great at doing the X-Men. Political.
That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Got you, right? Yeah. I knew it was gonna get you. I knew it was gonna get. Oh, he did the girl in the Spider's Web. I didn't know he executive produced that.
Man,
Oh,
Fincher's the dude.
That's my
man.
dude. Yeah, he is my. Yeah, that's the guy. He's a man. So since Juan has a
Yeah,
list,
I have
I
a
really
list.
want to hear. Give me your 5 people because I'm curious. Because
All
I
right. In
course you have a
order,
list.
more or less.
yeah.
Christian Bigelow, Kathleen Bigelow. She did The Hurt Locker.
Mhm.
She did Zero Dark 30. You haven't
Oh,
seen
okay.
Zero Dark 30?
I saw Zero Dark 30.
And then since X-Men is a team up movie, Zero Dark 30 is about military, it's political. I see what you did.
Exactly.
There.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
And it's gritty.
That movie sucked though, by the way. bro.
Nah, get out of here. I think it has an
terrible.
award.
Go ahead.
I
We'll
think it
get-
has
If
like
it's
a
a war
nine-
movie, you get a reward.
It has like
award.
90.
Everything-
it has
that's
like,
true.
It has like 90.
One, but
Name a
Rotten
movie
but
that
listen
didn't
though,
get an
Rotten
award.
Apple.
that's true though. One, I ain't even gonna
Rotten
lie.
Rotten Tomato. It has like 90.
I'm not gonna
All
lie.
of them have a 90.
One, I'm not
99.
gonna lie though. When you do a war movie, people do favor those movies, but I don't think Zero Dark 30 sucks. Jeffrey
Nah.
Truman. What's your next director?
Okay.
He said it sucks.
Matthew Vaughn, First
Yeah,
Class.
I knew his name was gonna
Kick-Ass.
come up. I knew his name was gonna come up. Matthew
Yeah.
Vaughn. He got a shot at the X-Men. He did save us. Brian Singer. He teased. He followed up. So Matthew Vaughn, he did First Class, and then
Yep,
Brian
he
Singer
did First
came
Class.
back and he did Days of Future Past. Like, oh snap! Brian Singer came back. He gonna save us. And of course, in Brian Singer fashion, he
And he
gave
was
us X-Men
producing. He was
Apocalypse.
producing with Brian Singer too. So he has.
I don't
fingers
count.
in
No,
there.
I don't count that. No,
Ah,
because
come
I
on
feel
now.
like
He was there in the
I feel like
background.
no. I think it was this. He gave Brian Singer a story, right? And you can't take his name off because it was his characters that he cast. It was his story that he wrote. So Brian Singer just piggybacked off of it. So you have to get him executive producer credits. Don't do Matthew Vaughn like that.
Okay.
Nah,
okay.
Brian
Since we
Singer
only
did
have-
us dirty.
We only got
Go
a minute
ahead.
and a half left, so
Yeah.
let me just drop him off.
Go ahead.
Christopher McCurry. He did Mission Impossible.
Oh, I know
And
where
he
you're
was
going.
also under Singer as well.
Oh, okay. I see what
he
you're
did
doing. You're doing a
Mission
franchise
Impossible-
thing.
Yeah, Mission
You're doing a
Impossible
franchise thing,
franchise.
like people
Yeah,
that, yeah.
yeah, and he was under Brian Singer with the X-Men as well.
Mhm.
So got
What
you
you
know got the.
I'm gonna go with a hot
signature
name.
right there.
I'm
Then the
go
last
ahead, 'cause
one,
I got a hot name
the
right
last one is it's a no-brainer,
now.
and I feel like it's too easy. That's why he's my last, even though he's my first. Will be my first choice,
Cool.
and no other than of course, Mr. Nolan.
He is not gonna do no. He is not doing like he
That'd
is
be
not doing an
perfect.
X-Men movie.
No intro
is not
needed,
doing
but Inception, Dark
Nah,
Knight.
you don't have to say
all of
anything. I'm gonna give you a name right now
Christopher
that's
Nolan.
hot. Like I'm gonna give you a name that's hot because it's out there. He just did a superhero movie that just got released on HBO Max.
Oh,
Zack
come
Snyder.
on, man.
Boom. He
now Zack Snyder is like, oh, I would have done this to this character.
Oh no, I think it's everybody. I said direct. I didn't say nothing about him writing the story. You don't give him the script at all. You don't allow him to. This is what you tell Zack Snyder. Hey, this is the script. Can you bring this movie to life? That's it. I hated stories.
Well, we're out of time.